Why you should do weighted dips. First of all, insane pressing muscle development. As you can see here, we have 3 athletes. These 3 athletes are all elite dippers, weighted dippers. And as you can see, they have a good chest development, front delts, and even the triceps get a good stimulus from weighted dips. Even bodybuilders like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mike Manzer were big promoters of weighted dips because they knew the benefits of this movement. The dips gives you a big chest, triceps and shoulder stimulus. And these guys back in the days knew how good this movement was. Okay, let's compare the dips with the bench press and dumbbell press. The advantage with the dips is that it is a stable movement, meaning you can produce as much force as possible and you can put a lot of weight, and this for progression is optimal. Plus you have a big range of motion. As you can see here, you can probably go way down more than 90 degrees and have a big stretch on the pecs. And bigger range of motion, more stretch can build more muscle, and not only that, even get you stronger at these positions, at these extreme positions, which can make you stronger at the normal range of motion. Now, the problem with the bench press is you have a limited range of motion because the bar will hit the chest and you cannot fully stretch the pecs. You have a good tricep and front delt development and stimulus, but the chest may not have the best. I think even the triceps and the front delts will not have the best stimulus possible. And with the dumbbell chest press, you have an optimal chest development, optimal stimulus, and this is great for the chest. But since the dumbbells are not a stable exercise, progressing in this movement may be a headache because you have a lot of stability. The stability factor is a kind of a headache for progression to carry more load every week, every month, and so on. And since it's not a stable movement, the triceps and the shoulders may lack a bit. But for the chest is optimal because you have the extra range of motion that you don't have on the barbell bench press. And the thing with the dips is you have all of it. Big range of motion, it is stable, which is good for progressive overload and to produce as much force, which you may lack in this and on this. And I think this is one of the reasons people say that dips is the squat of the upper body. Secondly, skills and mobility. Weighted dips is a very good exercise for the handstand push-up. I think it has a good carryover to the handstand push-ups because you're basically using the same muscles. Your front delts, some of your chest, and the triceps. Of course, there's the balance factor, but with the raw strength of the dips, you will get there easier. Even if your balance is off, with the raw strength, you probably can do some presses. But of course, if you want to get the handstand push-up, you have to do overhead press motions. And the thing is, the mobility, this is very important. The mobility that you get from the weighted dips, because you can fully stretch your chest to the bottom. If you're doing ATG dips, even better. And having a good mobility on the shoulders will make them healthier. You can lift longer without problems, more resilient to injuries, and bigger range of motion can give you more muscle, more strength. If you work in greater ranges of motion, you probably will develop more muscle and get stronger. And thirdly, insane carryover. Yes, if you have a strong weighted dip, your bench press and OHP will benefit a lot from it. And the other way around. Stronger bench, stronger OHP, you'll probably have a stronger weighted dip. And also coordination. This is something that you gain from calisthenics movement. And why you get coordination? Because first of all, you have to stabilize with your arms in the bar. You have to know how to stabilize, and since you're doing weighted dips, you have to press the dips, use your core, control the movement to the bottom and up without letting the weight move or letting your legs or hip move a lot. So this will help you develop more stability. Even in the bottom, you have to know how to stabilize so your shoulders don't move or your elbows are not jiggling around. And this is one of the benefits of the dips and all other calisthenics movements, the pull-up, the push-ups, and so on. And now, how to start? First of all, you have to dominate the movement. Do 3 sets of 10 with perfect form. I think it's a requirement before you start doing weighted dips. And the perfect form is a full lockout, meaning you have to fully stretch your arms, not like half reps like a lot of people do. They don't fully lock out here in the top. Legs straight, go to 90 degrees or lower for the most benefit. No keeping, no crossing legs. The problem with crossing legs is if you're not pressing the weight with your legs, the weight will start moving. And this will take some reps from the working set. You will not produce as much force because it's not a stable movement anymore, because you have the weight going back and forth, which is no good and can probably lead you to injuries way faster. Mainly in the top position, when you're fully stretched and the weight is balancing, you can move your body and can be a bad thing. So keep your legs straight, press the weight, don't let the weight move, and no keeping. Try not to use your hips to carry the weight. There's a lot of people who do dips, but they're doing this, they're pushing their hips forward just to get the pump, but it's best if you do controlled reps. Go to the bottom, fully stretch your pecs, go up, lock out, control your core. This will give you the best gains. And how to progress? Push-ups, pressing machines, bench press, dumbbells. I'd rather do these movements than go to the dips. Get some base strength and then go to the dips. I don't like to do banded dips or negative dips because it's boring and it's slow. The progress is super slow. This is what I think, at least. Doing push-ups, pressing machines, bench press, dumbbells will make the progression more fun, the workouts more fun than just doing sets and sets and sets and sets of negative or banded pull-ups, which is super boring and I don't think is that effective. The thing is, if you get strong at these movements, the dips will come automatically. You may not have the perfect form, but this is something that you work with time. Then progression. For example, let's say that you've got the base strength and now you can do 5 reps, 3 sets of 5 reps with perfect form on the dips. What you want to do is increase the reps every week or even in the week. For example, Monday you did 3 sets of 5 and you try to do 3 sets of 6 on Saturday. Something like that. You want to increase the weight, the reps every week or in a single week, increase reps till you get 3 by 10. And how you can structure this for you to get the best progress or you to get there easier. Do 2 to 3 times a week of not pull-ups, but dips. You're gonna do a hard day, an easy day, a moderate day. A hard day could be 3 by 5, RPE 9. Easy day, 2 by 3. Do the movement because practice is so important when it comes to learning a movement or progressing faster. You don't need to do big weights, super intense workouts every session. You need to have a easy day just to practice the movement and keep and make your body learn the movement. The more repetitions you do, the more practice you do, the better you'll get at the movement. Because also strength is a skill. Moderate day, 3x4, for example. And you're gonna increase the reps, as I said, every week, and so on. And then you get to the weighted pull-ups eventually. When you go 3x10, you start adding weight. You can start with 2 kgs, 5 kgs, and you'll probably do 3x5 with 2.5 kgs, 5 kgs. But the thing is, you could start weighted dips with 3x5 perfect form dips, body weight. When you get to 5 reps, add 0.5 kgs, 1 kg, and every week start adding 0.5 kgs, 1 kg. It depends on how you practice. You could do that, but I recommend getting the practice in, building that muscle, the work capacity, practicing the movement a lot. Then weighted dips. I think this is a better way for progress and for the long run, and this will make the progress smoother. If you have a good work capacity, you've practiced the movement a lot. And when you get to the weighted dips, 3x5, start adding weight and start adding more weight every week. And when you feel like you're stuck, you could add more reps and see if you can break that plateau. But I have a video on dips, 1 video or 2 on dips, but I'm sure I have a video on how to break plateaus on the dips if you're stuck on the weighted dips. And I probably have another video on the dips. I don't remember which is, but I'll have it here. If you have problem with your weighted dips, you can check it out. And yeah, peace out.